January 1949, British authorities added a new twist to the airlift. They began using their empty planes to transport German families who wanted to leave Berlin. Royal Air Force pilot John Irvin Eddy prepared for a night flight to Lübeck in West Germany. One of his 22 passengers was 10-year-old Peter Zimmermann.
There were hours of waiting. They kept saying the plane wasn't ready, or it had to be repaired. I don't think we were afraid, at least I wasn't, and my sister didn't really know what was happening.
It was pilot Eddy's third round-trip flight of the day. Weather conditions were not ideal. For the passengers, it was the first flight of their lives.
Coming back from Berlin, as far as the flight was concerned, the takeoff and everything was normal. There was no. It wasn't until we got towards Lübeck itself that they told us that there was a full cloud cover and how far it was from the ground, from the airfield surface. And they said, well, the instruction was to descend and do a visual circuit. And when we broke cloud, it was inky black. There was not a sign of a light or anything.
There was a slight scraping sound, and a moment later there was a louder scraping sound, and then another.
But unfortunately, the trees stretched up to 200, 300 feet, and we hit them. As far as I know, I pushed the throttles forward, but we didn't get away.
All I can remember is that last loud bang, and then the fuel exploding.
And the next thing I knew, I was lying on my back on the ground, looking up at the sky and seeing all the stars, which was ridiculous because it was full cloud cover, but I could see every star in the sky.
Peter Zimmermann was pulled from the wreckage by fellow passengers.
You can't imagine how bad it was. Utter chaos, utter helplessness. Pieces of the plane were lying around. The plane was on fire. There was a terrible smell. And the most terrible thing of all was a smell of grilled meat. It was roasted human flesh.
Later, Zimmermann learned that his mother and sister were killed in the crash.